jumping back into Shadow Empire. So I'll do a quick recap. So we are now around, I think, turn 31, I want to say. Yeah, 31. And we still have 4 cities, kind of our capital, plus 3 miners we took. And we've taken out 1 alien and are kind of working our way through to our next chunk of miners that have cities. So we can kind of see 3 of them down here. Lodfort is the one we're approaching and we're already at war with, and then we got 2 down here that we can hopefully move towards after that. And they kind of already have a road built. We're kind of slowly working our road all the way from our capital to here. We're still also at war with a couple miners to the north. We also had a rebellion, so we're kind of playing around trying to clean up a bunch of units up here that are more or less just being annoying. And we'll go ahead and look at decisions. Oh wow, okay. Alien natives threaten us. Aliens are seen howling and screaming at our borders. Okay. I am probably not going to pay them 1,200 credits. So we'll go with no.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Alien delegation was not happy. They're very upset. We got a negative 13%, or negative 13 point relation. I'm not sure if I'm actually at war with them now or not. It didn't explicitly say so. We'll go ahead and upgrade Osnabrück to a level 2 so that we can build level 2 buildings there. And militia needs extra funds. We will go ahead and give them 150 credits. Just wanted to check. So, Lamano territory. Okay. So I'm not, yeah, we can see they're not now. We are at war with them. Okay. So there you go. They're pretty far away. We have a couple units sitting along here. Unfortunately, that road got cut, so they don't actually have any supply, so I'm probably going to have to slide them back. Let's see. Wow, this unit is crazy annoying. He's just like sitting in the middle of... Go ahead and attack him and push him back. I don't think I have enough units around here to surround him.
We need more firepower, sir.
Wow, he had 1 guy left. Bummer. Try to surround him where I can. I don't want him to move this way and cut these either. Alright, I should be able to take this one out, I think.
Going in.
Maybe not. He had a lot more hiding than I thought.
Mission successful.
Did get him just barely. Okay, so that at least gets the road up here to the mine back online. mutants just kind of run all over the place. These were the... yeah, these are the rebels that spawned. I don't think I can surround him, so I'll go ahead and try to attack him. I don't think I have quite enough. Just gonna put that unit there, make sure he doesn't come and take that. Let's see. I'm gonna need to build a couple units here to make sure he doesn't run over this way. I think that should be good. Oh, I need to... so I'm now at war with this guy, and these units do not have supply, so I'm gonna move these back. So I'll let him move up a little bit. Just kind of protect the road and hex perks I have there. Okay. It's a pretty big stack here. Oh man, he got a first round hit in one of my
All
tanks.
clear, sir.
Just unlucky, I think.
Send in the cavalry.
Oh wow, a lot more here than I thought.
Requesting backup.
Still did okay. Just didn't have enough points to push him back. Alright. Now next to the city. I'm not sure I'm gonna hit enough.
Requesting backup.
His trucks essentially kept him hid. A couple artillery and a bunch of trucks. Probably about 2 turns. I think next turn I should be able to push everything back, and then the following turn hopefully actually attack it. Everything else here looks pretty good. Hopefully I can get rid of this stupid unit next turn. And hopefully hold this road. There's nothing I can do if he goes this way. These units again are going to not get any food. Which would be not very good. They still... no, they don't. Yeah, so they may even start starving, but I don't know that there's anything we could really do there. We'll build one more motorcycle here, just in case. Alright, we'll look at strat cards now. We're generating a ton of cards each turn. So we'll do cabinet retreat. Successful. So we play the fear and the loss of militia, so we really have about 6 fate points we can play when we need it. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the extra political points again. We don't need double shift, so we actually were hurting more for metal. Town customs. Let's see, how well is Hollow Mountain doing? Yeah, Hollow Mountain actually doesn't have the population to do any more assets. These both are doing fairly well. This one's the lowest, so we'll play it in Osnabrück.
Roger that.
Nothing really there. Nothing really here. We can play these political aid trucks actually.
Copy that. Copy that.
And then just play our spy cards. We have a good portion of the map. This one we already have vision on.
Order received. Order received. Order received.
I think that's probably good for this turn. Ammo. Could probably use a little bit more.
Wilco.
We lost a light tank. Trade. Sell fuel.
Wilco.
And food is still doing well, so I don't think there's anything we really have to buy. Machines is about the only thing we may have to start buying, because we're not producing any yet. Let's take a look. So we're researching serpentization and rocket engine, which we don't need, and we discovered polymer, so we'll change research here.
Aye, aye, sir.
So we'll go for polymer, so we can put that on our tanks. And then designing anything. I think we got side skirts now. Yeah, we do. Did we recreate our model for our tanks yet? Okay, yeah. So the Crusader 2. Okay. And then we may upgrade them again. I'd like to build some of them. I'm a little low on metal, so I got about 1,000 metal. And I'm still building hydroponics. Those will both be finished in Nelson. And Lillard. Those have most of what they need already. Solar panel and hollow and metal mining facility. Okay. So I don't have anything right now that's using that metal to build, really. We'll see. I don't think we need Hydroponic Factory 3. Looks like we have a surplus, and we can still close some more dome farms, so I'm probably going to do that this turn. We do need to start soil demetallization 2. Eventually we want Industry 4, but metal is the more limiting factor. So we'll go ahead and... Yes, it's pretty expensive. It's 500 metal a turn, but in the long run it'll get us more metal, so... so that's about 500 of our metal. So I don't have a ton of metal left to spend. Hopefully this resumes construction. That's already a level 3. And recycling is already a level 3. Did we discover any other metals? Nope, just those two. We do have runes in a couple other places, but not a lot. And so we'll also construct Bureaucrat 3.
Affirmative.
And we will close this dome farm. So both of our dome farms now are closed since we got hydroponics 2. Then hopefully we can get this metal mine online. The only thing I was going to check is I know he had some outset. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do with that for now. It's private. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So I'm using pretty much almost all the metal to build stuff now. Solar panel 3 is finishing soon, so that'll fix the slight energy decrease. And I think, in logistics points. About 1,500 going through here and then kind of branching out to those two cities. Oh, yeah, okay. And so we have this one's online. We're still waiting for this one. I think will come online next turn. Yeah. But we're still pretty good all the way down through here. It's just really starting to lose points towards the very end there. We'll pave the last couple pieces here, even though it's kind of expensive. At this point, that whole road now is paved. Just extend one piece of road. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Should we deal with this unit here? That unit's just bothering me. I just hate when units are kind of running around randomly. Hopefully we can surround him and get rid of him. And then make sure we put a few units here just so they don't do this again. But these mutants, they just... Oh, we actually might be able to... You know, the one thing I didn't do is actually see if I could attack any of these. I probably can.
Going in. Mission successful.
Just trying to keep beating these things back. Well, they're going to be great in either of those. Also should probably... shift them around like that. Those ones are still pretty tough. Move this one into position. Just try to surround as much as possible so they can't run away anymore. This is the one that's going to run around some more. Alright, I think we're good there. That's, hopefully we can clean that mess up. See what they do. So overall, I think things are going well. Besides these couple random mutants running around, cutting some roads, we should be okay. We'll have to see what the alien that declared war on us that turn does. I also forgot to check how good his units are. I just have some random independent units up there at that border, but I'm also not defending much up there, so if I have to kind of just slow retreat, I'm kind of okay with that for a while. Unfortunately, I keep having to spend a lot of my recruits on building independence to try to surround these stupid units. I wanted to try to get some more infantry brigades. And my other issue is I'm still really hurting for metal. So it's tough because I'm reinvesting most of my metal into metal or soil demetallization. But it's kind of a long, slow process. These aliens are pushing a little bit. They're not, the other ones weren't at war with me. These ones up here are. So we can kind of see they pushed up. They have a pretty good number of, numerically, have a lot of units. We'll have to see how strong they are. But this has kind of turned into one of those games where you feel like you just need to put a machine gun unit on like every hex around your borders. Otherwise, things kind of like run in, which is kind of irritating. We discovered heavy tank. Discovered cluster bombs. So cluster bombs is good. We will try to prioritize researching that pretty soon. We researched serpentization. Discovered water purification. Alright, let's see what happened. Okay, so he is sitting on my recycler. But, okay, so logistics did get in both of those directions. He didn't do anything stupid here. These are all at peace, so I'm not really concerned with those. Looks okay. Unit decision. Oops. Looks like a typo or something supposed to replace, I think, into that statement. So, excellent sergeant in the 1st Independent Light Tank Battalion. I think probably veteran lieutenant's the better thing for the unit. We'll take
Roger
that one.
that.
Both of them kind of are not good. Alien natives try to talk with us. A golem territory. I want to say that's the one. This one. No, that's a Bara. Oh, it's this one. Alright, we'll send the
Yes, sir.
linguistics
Roger that,
team.
sir.
Progress has been made in understanding theirs. Aliens appreciate the efforts, but not say they made any progress. Computing node discovered in Hollow Mountain. We discovered a still operating ancient computer node complex. If we scrap it, we would gain the following technology: automated turret. Or if we could harness its computing power to make our organizations more efficient, we get plus 50 BP per turn. I have no idea why harnessing the power gives autocracy. That to me does not make any sense. I will try that one.
Affirmative.
But that does not seem right. I would think that should give mind or something. what does autocracy have to do with like restoring an old ancient computer? Our worker and Nelson are harassed. I think we're just gonna have to do nothing because I don't think we have very many troops sitting in Nelson.
Roger that.
Worker and Lillard are harass. Okay, so we got double harass events. Difficulty in these is pretty high versus investigation, so this is almost definitely gonna fail, so it's probably not worth it.
Order received.
Yay. We got 20 unrest in both those cities. It's kind of lame. For economic techs, let's see. I don't really need either of these, I don't think. I really don't want to unlock another level until I pick up heavy industry. So since I'm already getting a tech here, I'll grab water purification.
Understood.
The economic discoveries just have not really gone well. For heavy tank, I'm actually just gonna wait until polymer armor. His heavy tanks are really more or less not viable with metal armor, or you end up putting like essentially zero armor on them, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a heavy tank in the first place. Guess we'll just wait. I don't think there's anything we really needed there. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna attack it. Unfortunately, if I'm trying to move any of the units around it, I won't have enough to attack. Rather attack and I think push it back. Wow, these units are stronger than I expected them to be, but I still
Mission
got them,
successful.
but barely. Yeah, these units can't really attack them. big stacks he has left. Okay, let's try to deal with this unit. Make sure he dies. I really don't want that unit sitting around any longer.
Mission successful.
Alright. So we gained an average of 16 experience. Pretty good. What I have to imagine my machine gun field testing is getting pretty high. Yeah, I'm up to 76. It gets harder and harder to raise it the higher you get. So it's kind of diminishing returns. So eventually you want to try to upgrade it because it adds another plus 10 max each new model design on top of it. What do I want to do? Oh, there's the computer node tile. I don't know if I've ever gotten that one before, actually. It's pretty strong. It would be really strong early when your BP is pretty low. I think I will send most of these units up in this direction. This one I'll actually send down here. I forgot these units up top here. Okay, so these units did get resupplied, otherwise they were probably going to starve. Okay, so I have pretty good odds on him.
Going in. Mission successful.
Okay, so these are scale wolves. Oh, so they're really weak on defense. They have decent attack stats. And his cephaloid soldiers. Good tech. They're not bad. I have 123 soft defense and 174 hit points. They're probably somewhat comparable to my infantry, actually. Probably have enough to maybe stalemate him and attack any that he leaves that are kind of weak, but okay. This is a miner, so if I can snipe his city, then I will do that.
No
Wow.
problem.
close, actually. Yeah, these fanatics are just horrible.
No problem.
His best unit is like the truck, which doesn't actually do anything. They literally just have numbers. Yeah, they're super weak. They pretty much once in a while get a lucky hit. That's more or less it.
All clear, sir.
Alright, there we go. Got him. Just move into the city. The rest of his units will disappear. So I'm really just attacking for experience if I attack stuff at this point.
No problem.
I got 13 morale, a couple experience. I think attacking into the mountain is probably a bad idea. Ran out of AP, but still got 5 experience out of it. I want to start pushing south. Oh, I do have one more tank actually. So I want to start pushing towards this.
Send in the cavalry. All clear, sir.
This unit will disappear. I would like to not. Really wish this alien would piece me so I don't have to have so many units here along this border. I'm tempted to just declare war on him so I can actually attack his units. Yeah, these ones are a little on the weaker side. Group has some tech, so not as strong as the other one. You can see the soft attack here is a lot less, about half of what the other ones were. this city now owns that, so I can't build there till next turn. Alright, that looks pretty good. Logistics still seem to be doing okay in that direction. I don't really think I need any more over here, so I'm going to move this one in this direction. I probably have probably strap move a couple of these. Not really. I don't really have enough points. I needed to get them on this main line. This line doesn't have much, so I'll have to do that probably next turn. Alright, that's kind of a bummer. Okay, I think I moved everything. This we're working down. Hopefully I can get rid of next turn, and as long as he doesn't get any runners out of here, I think I finally have him contained. It's taken way more time and independent units than I thought to deal with that. Get a little bit of ammo because we got to attack a lot this turn. We didn't really lose any troops. Traders have 0 credits. Okay. And we have pretty much no metal. Let's take a look. How much metal are we generating a turn? About 900 or so. Most of that is going to building soil demetallization and bureaucrat 3. So I don't think we're going to build much else. Is there anywhere? Don't think we really need sealed roads hardly anywhere here. I have extra IP and not a lot to do with it though, which is strange. It rarely happens in a game. Just so metal poor this game. I'll go ahead and upgrade a few. that line, since that's kind of the main artery to all these cities. I think we already have this one pretty much, yeah, and I can't continue this road till next turn. Oh no, I can. Yeah, this is I noticed this before, this is kind of a little bit of a bug. So what you can do is, if I try to click here, it won't let me build, but if I click here, it does let me build. And so if you actually, you can build immediately through as long as you click on a hex you already own. And I can't change the hex borders yet, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can. Or, I think I can only... Why won't it let me... Oh, I think those are hexes I just took this turn, I guess. I don't know, I'll play with the zone borders next turn once all this kind of clears up. But the good thing is I at least got this now in Lillard, because this was potentially going to cause admin strain, which I should check to see. Okay, I only have 4%. I think that was mostly caused by this, which, but I will be getting some from the metal mine. And just quickly go through strat cards. We'll do spies last to see if we need points for anything else first. So we'll play Cabinet Retreat. I can see that the Cabinet Retreat chain is starting, so most of our leaders should be happy and slowly get better over time. I still think that probably needs nerfed a little bit. I think the card is too cheap for what it does. I think it should probably be about 50% more expensive, or just be a third to 50% weaker. I don't really have a lot else that I need to play. Double shifts I don't need because I have plenty of IP. So we'll send spies out again. And we're slowly lighting out up the map here. We'll grab this
Order
one.
received. Order
This one
received.
down here. Alright, that should be good. And then looking quickly at our points. Yeah, so we can see this one's now should be producing next turn, as we can see the preview showing it. So these are both injecting points here, and my point 6 pretty good. The problem is it tapers off just because of distance, and so this city itself will need to produce points to cover a little bit of that. I think I'm going to send a little bit more in this direction now. And I'm pretty sure I have plenty of points here. Yeah, we can see like this is tons of points still left over. What I'll do... Sometimes if you add a custom point on the side of the city that you only problem is just distance that this road is going. If I had metal, I would consider doing a train here. I think I'll get away with being able to just do rails, but it's close. The distance is pretty far. I'm getting to the point where I think it's close to 25, 30 hexes all the way to there. And so you can kind of make it work with sealed road, supply base, injecting truck points into it, but it's definitely a little hodgepodge looking. But whatever works. Go ahead and end. Yeah, and one of the interesting things, so the last patch that came out, I started this game, I'm one patch behind, is that they victed a balance pass. And most of the balance changes I think are good. He kind of did some rebalance of small arms. I think it needs to go a little further. He changed the way that trucks work, and so you get a refund on 80% of the time on any truck that you build. You'll get the population back. So that trucks essentially take 20% of the population that they show and used to take, which I think is good, because trucks were doing motorized units was just crazy expensive from a population standpoint. And I think that impacts, because I am upgraded to that version. This game was just started before that version, and so I think that actually does impact this game. I haven't really tried, I don't think. But yeah, so and the balance patch was mostly good, but the one thing it did was soil demetallization was made more expensive, which I think this is a good example of a metal poor start. And if metal desoilization was even more expensive, it would be really, really difficult, as I just don't have a lot of other metal options. If I have hardly any mines, I'm not sure what else to do to get metal. So I think it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how the new kind of version plays from a balance standpoint. I think there'll have to be some further adjustments. I think the game in general needs to just generate more metal mines, if that's the kind of the direction. The other thing that was changed is rare metals production was decreased, I think, by like 25%. So a rare metal mine produces, like, each level of it produced 100. In the new version, it'll produce 75. And I think rare metal production was also decreased in some of the other, I think in recyclers and a few other places it generates, which I think is a good change. I think rare metals are too easy to get, and they tend to be real expensive from a sales perspective, and so you can essentially just mine a bunch of rare metal and sell it. This game so far is kind of an exception to that, because for some reason the marketplace has no cash. But in most games you play, the marketplace has thousands of credits a turn, and you just sell rare metals whenever you get low on cash and the price is decent. Okay, so we did get a metal deposit in Laud Fort. The problem being to try to ship the metal in Laud Fort back to our capital along that crazy long road is not ideal. So we did keep our promise to conquer Laud Fort, which I was a little hesitant to initially take, but kind of dove in. I found some resources. That's from the border expansion. Okay. Yeah, so we see now we own all of Laud Fort. And we'll play maybe with the zone border a little bit. But now we want to head this direction. We gotta still kind of hold off the alien here, as we're not at peace with him. Okay, this is also a cephaloid. This is another cephaloid. Man, this planet went all out on the alien thing. Wow. Okay. So I want to try to finish these two off so that I don't have to spend a bunch of units back here and then shift them here and here. But that's going to take some time. So I'm going to just keep pushing here and do what I can to try to just hold borders against the aliens here and the aliens here. Okay, unit decisions. So, an excellent lieutenant. I do not want either of these things. I'll take the heart, I think, this time, because I'm trying to keep government up a little bit, and it's starting to fall.
Roger that.
But the unit decisions are just killing me this game. Alien natives, try to talk. Ibarra, we'll again do send linguistics team.
Yes, sir. Roger that,
We'll
sir.
say the PP cost of these alien events is fairly high, and it's kind of making it so you don't have a lot of PP to spend elsewhere when there's this many different aliens that are contacting you. So it probably needs to have some balance adjustment. Independence rallies in Lodfort. I'm probably going to crack down, but I think I probably need to move units into it first. And let's finish this sealed road. How big of a city? Lodfort is a decent sized city. I think that should be enough. We'll go ahead and crack down. Wow, crap. Our troops failed. We got 50 unrest, 20 fear. We lost 400 troops. Wow, that sucks. Major strike in Nelson. Give in to demands. Major strike in Osnabrück. We'll also give in to demands. So we have democracy over 80 now. New governor. We do not need to upgrade Lodford. Governor wise, let's see. I'm gonna recruit the civilians I have. Those are probably my best shot at a decent governor. And none of them are any good. She essentially has nothing. Low intel. I don't really care about having that great of a governor here. I might just take whichever one has better relation. Neither of these are any good at really anything. Do I have any other leader cards? Military. Or I have juniors. So not really. I guess I'll just take her. Not really what I wanted to do, but it kind of is what it is. Alright, this looks like a farmer. Yeah. These are both farmers, so they're pretty weak. They're gonna get rolled over pretty hard. these stacks? Nope. Yeah, all these alien units are probably going to push over at my borders now, which is gonna suck. Let me play around with the zone borders here a little bit. Alright, that's good. I think we moved all these. It's a mountain, I think. So starting to get a line here just to protect the road primarily. just before I move all these units over there. Good thing is I do have good logistics points pretty much all the way down through. I just need to actually get it to the city. I'll move these down here. Try to free up some of those units.
Going in. Mission successful.
He's starting to run out of space.
Going in.
Lost one.
Mission
It's just
successful.
a militia. I don't really care about the militia units. Should be able to finish pushing him out here.
We need more firepower, sir.
I did not realize there was a unit there.
Going in. Mission successful. Going in. Mission successful.
I'll wait till next turn. Readiness is still pretty low. Okay, and the walkers decided they wanted to be a pain. efficient.
I'm on it.
And I'll try to play whatever spy cards I have here.
Order received.
Oh, I have a ton of spy cards.
Order received.
I don't know where any of the majors are. It's kind of crazy.
Order received.
I have so many spy cards, I don't have enough points to play them all. Metal is still low until we complete metal soil demetallization. There's not a whole lot we can do. This complete yet?
Affirmative.
Yep, so we'll start upgrading that. Okay, so we're pretty good there. Let's check out the new city we have. Wadford. As we built the casino, it has a transport hub, which we definitely need to nationalize. Has a dome farm 2 and a dome farm 1 and another dome farm 1. Okay. And for some reason, the two dome farms don't have roads to them. Okay, that's an interesting choice. So eventually this should be producing about 500. So we can probably get rid of one of the dome farms. But we'll wait. So I'm afraid if I get rid of them too quickly, they might start rebuilding them. construct. Maybe because I just connected it this turn. Yeah, I think that's why. So next turn we could do that. We wow, unrest level 100. That seems bad. I don't want to do too much here yet because I kind of want to see where things settle. Will it let me? Now I'll wait a turn before I do anything there so the logistics kind of settle and I can see what it looks like. Nelson has a hydroponic 1. I don't think there's anything I really need in Nelson. I've kind of built the bureaucratic 2, solar 1. Maybe I do need to upgrade solar. It shows that I should be okay. I think maybe I just finished. Go ahead and upgrade solar panels in Nelson.
Roger that.
I'll upgrade it here as well. Just to make sure I have enough energy based on the
Order
things I'm
received.
building. I do need a little more
We'll
ammo.
go.
Need to build. I lost some units. Because of that event that I lost in the new city, actually. I don't think I lost them on the actual battlefield. Traders have 37 credits. Okay. Not doing anything there. And I think that's good. Let me check. You know, I need to check. What am I researching? Getting water purification. Oh, I need to change this around. That's the problem.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
Aye, aye, sir.
I'll have to change that next turn. Alright, we'll go ahead and end there. So So we're still feeling a crunch in metal, but hopefully once we complete Metal Mine 2 and soil demetallization, it should help pretty significantly. And then the new city, it should settle kind of this turn. I should be able to see kind of what the logistics are going to be. I think it's going to be okay. I'll probably have to build a supply base down there and maybe another truck station. Then I need to adjust the research percentage. I had military research low because I was waiting to discover techs that I wanted to actually research. I got a little carried away and played a couple too many spy cards that turn and didn't have any PP left to do it. Unfortunately, the alien vents are just killing my PP because I keep trying to do the option that improves communication level and gives me a little bit of mind profile, but 14 is just brutal. Alright, doesn't look like there's any major breakouts out of the pockets that are left up there to the north. And these aliens are kind of being a pain. Oh man. It seems like they're just seeing how much they can spread their units out. I think because there's so many alien miners on this planet, it also makes the in-between the turns here kind of long. It's actually a lot of the aliens shuffling all their troops around. Discovered radioactives in Hollow Mountain. Gained due procedure. Discovered quad machine gun. Discovered deep core mining. Found some machinery stockpiles. And for some reason we keep getting crappy unit decisions. And I do not want either of these at all.
Wilco.
Really wish they would put a neat, like, none of the above. Alien natives offer Mercs. Alien natives entered Hollow Mountain and approached. Military crew took some time to figure out what they're trying to explain, but it's clear now they're offering us alien mercenary forces in exchange for 3,000 credits. They propose to provide us with 2 infantry units and 2 cavalry units. Pretty cool. I would like to try to get the alien units. Unfortunately, 3,000 credits is just not at all a reasonable number. So that's kind of a bummer.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Rebels are deploying in Lodford. Yes, I will give my full support. Okay. Kind of a weird sound effect for that event. We can upgrade. No
Order
thanks.
received.
Okay, this is zone orders.
I'm on it.
Economic Research Council. I think we want deep core mining. No, I don't know that we need that either, actually. Yeah, we're still waiting for heavy industry. And since we're getting polymer, we'll grab another tech on this side. Actually, I'll do volcanic.
Understood.
New advisor. All these people are essentially useless.
Copy that.
Okay. It appears I lost vision on a lot of these. There's where he is.
Going in. Mission successful.
Alright, hopefully I can finish those off next turn. This walker thought better. This unit's slowly approaching. approaching from this side. Okay. I actually think I might have forgot to move these units last turn. And this one alien decides to try to break out. Okay, let's see.
Going in. Mission successful.
Alright. Okay, this is walkers down here. These are both aliens. makeshift wall of units. I really wish it was a bit easier and consistent to just piece the aliens, because they're just everywhere on this map. And just the border pressure is kind of insane. We're good in workshop. I lost an RPG somewhere. Trade. Wow, for the first time in ages, traders actually have significant credits. I guess I'll sell water first.
Wilco.
After that, I will sell rares.
Wilco.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the starting cities I have should be pretty close to switching over. Okay, so this city still has a little bit of unrest and a little bit of danger. It's getting pretty close. Usually you want to get it close to about 75 and then switch it over. Same with that city. Okay, so this one I'm going to actually switch.
Standing by for orders. Roger that.
Regular zone. I don't want these outer cities really buying free folk. Not that I think there's really any free folk to buy out here. We'll go ahead and pay 10 each for recruits and colonists, and just recruit as many as we can. I want to try to push, relocate some people, one to my military because I have no recruits, and two to my capital, as it's really hurting for workers. I think that should be good.
Roger that.
And then hopefully these two cities, pretty soon we can change those over as well. I wanted to check. These cities are all okay on logistics. I think the question is... Alright, so we're okay. We're getting about 400 points or so into it. And it'll get better. The truck station's actually half damaged, so it's only at half production. So these values will actually go up some once this is repaired. The city's actually building light industry, which normally I would be super excited about. Currently it doesn't help me that much. I'll attempt to build a truck station. I think I'll build a truck station here.
I'm on it.
And then I'll also build a supply base.
I'm on it.
That should help, because you can see I have almost 1,500 up to this area, and then these points which are coming from my capital fade hard, and so I want to get inject here to about even the end of this out, so that I have about 1,500 all the way through, and then the truck station in this city can actually push most of its points forward to supply the units that I have. And just limit the points going there. Yeah, so it's logistics I think is pretty good. I don't know that we really need this. Alright, I think that's good, and then I just needed to adjust my organizations, I think, a little bit.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
So we'll switch that to 50-50. Oh, no more models can be discovered at this point. I'm waiting for Polymer to design heavy tank. So maybe I'll just grab a mechanized art model just in case I decide to go for rockets later.
Roger that. Roger that.
And then stratagems. So we'll play a cabinet retreat.
Order received.
I don't think we really need spies in any of the rest of these. Not until we have a few more points. We do have an ancient archive that we could play. I'm not a huge fan of that card. I think it's too random. And you usually either get something awesome or you get something absolutely terrible. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and end turn. I probably actually should check my capital to see if any of the buildings in it had finished. I think it's another turn or two though. Hopefully the new city that I switched over quickly assimilates so that then it actually starts generating colonists and recruits. As the amount of recruits and colonists it generates is based on how much it's culturally assimilated, which it starts at 0. So it'll probably take a few turns before I start getting much. Unfortunately, those 3 other cities that I took early were not that great population-wise. I think they're like 30 to 40k, so there's also not a whole lot to take out of them. But the good thing is we did take that second miner out to the south. Now we have one more straight south to take. Which should, again, it shouldn't be too hard. The harder part at this point than actually taking them out is just dealing with all of the border pressure from the aliens nearby. Looked like that farmer did use 1 unit and pushed out a little bit. And the sentinels are on the move. And the aliens see how much they can shuffle their units to waste time. Oh man, I think some kind of rebel spawned. Killed 2,000 infantry. Okay, that's pretty good. Discovered rocketry, discovered mining techniques. What the heck was going on? I thought I saw it over here somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, weird. That must have been like somewhere, someone else's territory or something. Oh no, here it is. Sweet. Of course, rebel spawns just like right in the middle of the road. Alien natives try to talk with us.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Protests in Lillard.
Order received.
Given to demands. Plundering in Junior Ridge. This is the newest city I just got. We'll wait till we put a governor there. Sabotage in Lodford. We need a new governor. Do we have any? We'll hit the civilian card. I don't really think we have enough PP to recruit the senior, otherwise we have almost nothing left. Which is kind of a bummer. Oh wow, we rolled like a really good guy. Crank. Alright, Crank Granger. He is a monster in admin. That is quite a high admin rating. He would be a very good governor. Could argue to actually put him somewhere better. Admin's not great. Let's see. I think Supreme uses admin a little bit. But it uses kind of a bunch of random stuff. So it only uses admin some. I think Interior, I want to say, uses mostly admin. He's actually, the interior guy I have is not bad. That would probably be the only place I would swap him into, but I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yes, sir.
Don't need to upgrade the new city I just took. Oh, I really don't want to do troops punish if I don't have to. This is not really good odds here. I think I'm just going to take the 30 unrest. I did not get polymer quite yet. I think I'm one more turn away. Yeah. Okay. Hollow Mountain Rebels. I don't even know what spawned rebels. It didn't even give me a message, I don't think. It's kind of strange. Unfortunately, all these units now don't have supply because the rebels happen to spawn sitting right on the road. And of course, I don't have any units that can even get there. It's just kind of a little bit of a ridiculous event. Okay, rifle militia. They're not great, but I definitely don't have quite enough to attack them this turn. I really hope this reconnects. I'm gonna raise a light tank to make sure I can take that out next turn. I'm actually gonna raise 2 of them, I think. Um, I'm being pushed from this side and this side. So I'm just gonna declare war on these.
Copy that. All clear, sir.
Probably just need to start doing that across the board, because these units are more annoying than anything else. much all I can do here this turn. Pretty close to declaring war on those aliens too.
Going in. Mission successful.
Mostly just a stalemate over there.
Going in. Mission successful.
Alright, took out a bunch.
Going in.
These mutants have just been a huge pain.
We need more firepower, sir.
Not quite enough close.
Going in.
Got him.
Mission successful.
Alright. Finally got nice borders all the way to the back.
Going in. Mission successful.
By the way, what did I... Not really sure why it's showing that for some of these units. I think I'm just getting a little too far. I might have to build. I'm trying not to build unnecessary roads up here.
Going in.
Alright, just got him.
Mission
Close.
successful.
Alright, no more ripples. Finally took them out too. pretty close to finishing these off now. Got rid of the rebels. Just gonna build a little bit of road there. Oh, we spawned a new militia unit. It actually spawned now with our, this is mostly almost like our starting troops. Before we did some redesigns. They're a little better. I'm probably actually just gonna leave that unit there. It's kind of just a small militia unit for now. I really should have a unit there just in case those aliens do declare war on me. Alright, I think we're good there. Let's see. Did we lose any units this turn? I don't think, we lost one RPG somewhere. Let's see. Market actually has a little bit this turn again. I'll sell fuel.
Wilco.
So I have a fairly large stockpile. I don't need to buy anything. The only thing I'm low on is energy, but I'm building a couple power plants, so it should resolve pretty soon. I think I'm okay. I'm still waiting for a couple things to finish building in here, I think. Yeah, so demetallization is 2.2, and metal mining facility is, we'll finish this turn. And the Lodford truck station didn't build at all because it got cut off. Yay. Yeah, and until I reconnect that, nothing will build there. How am I doing? Doing okay jobs wise. And I did complete my bureaucracy 3 in my capital. Yeah, so I'm actually generating a pretty good number of points now. So now I'm to the point where discovery and research is each getting 100 in military and economic, and I'm generating pretty much about as much political power per turn as I can. And I'm probably generating more stratagem cards than I can afford to play at this point.
Affirmative.
generally I like to play the zoos. I just have hardly any political points this turn. And none of these are really very useful. I think I'll probably go ahead and save the points. I think yeah, I think that's pretty good. And what am I researching? Oh yeah, polymer will be done next turn, and volcanic I think is about 2 turns out. Alright, let's go ahead and end. Hopefully that rebel unit moves away from the road and it reconnects. Yeah, so I'm kind of, I don't know, after playing this now fairly far out, I'm, yeah, I'm kind of mixed on aliens. I like the idea of them. I like some of the initial events flavor. I like kind of their, they get different types of units. There's different types of aliens, I think, depending upon the planet. Their units kind of vary depending upon the alien's tech level. There's some interesting options to try to communicate and make peace with them. But at least this planet in particular, I think it just went overboard on the number of alien regimes, and it becomes kind of like almost if you play a world that just has like tons and tons of raiders or mutants or essentially like miners that have no cities, and you just get border pressure from everywhere, and you end up having to literally sit a unit on like every hex around the borders. The only benefit to the aliens is they sometimes will make peace with you, but not always. Some of them don't. And so you just end up with like this whole border pressure, and it's really not that exciting to try to set one machine gun unit on every hex around your borders. I think probably at this point I just need to declare war on a couple more of them that haven't really made any progress towards peace, and just push them back and wipe them out. After I try to take this last farmer city, I'll probably take a look at the victory screen. If it still seems like a pretty competitive game, that's probably what I'll do, is take some of declare war on some of the aliens and use my actual real armies to push them back and fight them. Yeah, that one sentinel decided to just walk through my entire territory. But if the game, I'll kind of take a look at the victory screen. If the game is if the other majors haven't really done anything, then it's just, it's essentially over. I mean, I have 6 cities now, I'll have a 7th, and it's mostly just going to be a slog of pushing the aliens back, and none of the aliens that I've found so far are really that strong. So there's not really any kind of threat that they would, actually come and take my cities or anything. The only way they would do it is if I actually didn't defend them, or left them unguarded. It is interesting. I have seen some screenshots of other games where they have really strong aliens. I found a rare metal deposit, got polymer armor, discovered guided RPGs, discovered power banks. I found a bunch of credits. Major worker strike will give in to demands. Major
Order
worker strikes
received.
were also given to demands.
Yes,
We
sir.
don't need to upgrade the city. Zone orders for the new city. Pay the 5 credits for workers. Recruit, never fire. I'm leaving emergency food off in these 2 new cities, just because I'm worried that if they actually are needing food, that'll just kill my logistics. Or actually, I think I want to say emergency food doesn't use logistics now that I think about it. Not positive though.
Yes, sir.
New organization. I might grab a new organization if I end up having actually enough political points to do it. Research wise, I'm gonna get cluster bombs.
Aye, aye, sir.
Militia commemorative plaque. I don't really
Copy
want to
that.
pay the militia any more money. And national budget, I'll wait. I'll take
sir.
their
Roger that,
candidate. And I will
Yes,
try to
sir.
get government
Roger
to
that, sir.
66. So we'll see if I end up with enough points at the end of the turn to create a new one. Okay, so before we go any further, let's take a look at, I guess, where we're at. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm probably gonna just call this game at this point. I don't think there's a lot more interesting things to happen. We can see that population-wise, I control almost 40% of the planet already, and I'm about to take that next city, so this will put me close to probably 40-45%, and I control about as much planet as all the other 4 majors combined. I think probably what happened this game, I don't know if any of these majors expanded much beyond their starting city. Like, I think this is probably about starting city population. These maybe took 1 other city. And you can see I have about 3 times the next player's victory score. And that's probably why I can't find any of the majors, because they control such a small percentage of the planet. They haven't really expanded. My guess is what happened is there's just so many aliens and so many miners that don't have cities, like mutants and raiders, that the AI struggled to do anything. And so I think this might be the only major that I found. Oh no, okay, so these are both majors. I didn't see this one. And you can see, I'm pretty sure this is all the territory he has, is this little chunk back here, and he probably just has a single city. But the problem being, like, I'm probably going to have won the game by the time I would actually even get over to fight him. I could potentially, if I, like, pushed all the way through this alien, but this is a fairly large zone. But yeah, honestly, I would probably go and end up controlling almost the entire middle slice of this if I kind of continue going with it. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting game. The aliens definitely add some new flavor. I think there's some potential to maybe take it a bit further. I also posted on the forum, one thing I'd love to see is to add almost some sort of like super hex perk or unique hex perk to the alien territories, so that you kind of have something to go for. Because, like, you know, a lot of the miners with cities, you attack them to take their city, but a lot of the aliens as well as the miners, like mutants and things that don't have cities, giving them some kind of special hex perk I think would kind of be nice, because it kind of gives you a reason to want to fight them. Like, you can kind of see this zone here, that I'm at war here, but there's like, it's like a barren wasteland. There's literally there's 2 geysers, 100 free folks, so virtually none, and a derelict ancient mech. And and so like this is almost nothing. Like 200 energy is a level 2 solar plant. And so to fight and all like push all these alien backs and build roads all the way through here, just for that is kind of a little demoralizing. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting game. I like aliens. I like some of the things. I think some of the things need balanced. The cost for increasing communications at 14 PP is just way too high. It ends up draining all of your political points, and you pretty much don't have points to do anything then. You don't have points to play any cards, or like, I'm struggling to even create another organization because of that. But I do think it was also, I think this game was a good example of you can really push logistics if you need to. I mean, you can see here that I ended up being able to push logistics points all the way down to here before this road got caught, which is a pretty significant distance. I mean, we're talking probably somewhere around about 30 hexes or so. And I didn't even build rails. Rails you could go a lot further. And so if you know what you're doing, you can optimize the logistics fairly easily. And this game only built level 1 truck stop stations and supply bases. I didn't build any higher level truck stations. I didn't build any rail. So it's kind of cool. I think a lot of players struggle with the logistics aspect. So it's maybe a good example to show people just kind of what you can actually do with the game. But yeah, cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining. If you have any comments or anything, feel free to leave them down below in the YouTube comments if you're watching it there, or feel free to join the Discord or forum and leave me some comments there. But thanks for watching. Red Room 68 logging off.